First Date Follow-Up. Powered by the Advocates Injury Attorneys. Online at advocateslaw.com.
Ava is on the phone today for our first date follow-up, and she went on a date with a guy named Justin, but now she's getting ghosted, so in a few minutes, we'll call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But first, Ava, how long has it been since you heard from Justin?
Oh my God, it's been like a couple of weeks. And, I've actually been reaching out to him. And the first time I reached out to him, he said, have a good day. And then I never heard anything back from him.
Okay, so you reached out to him again after the have a good day?
No, I mean, it feels like really weird to keep reaching out to this guy, especially if his only response is have a good day.
Yeah.
I'm worried it's making me feel really desperate. But at the same time, I really thought we had something. I thought we really connected. And I don't know. I guess just at one point during our date, I was talking about my job and, how thankful I was to have my job. And I accidentally called my boss attractive. And
okay.
I'm wondering if maybe that was a red flag for him. But I didn't mean it in that way. And if that's how he took it, I'm honestly very mortified at that.
Okay. Well, that sounds a little bit juicy. Can we go backwards, though, and talk about how we got to that point? How was your date other than that?
Oh, my God. All right. Well, so obviously had a great time. And, I was just thinking the whole time, basically, we started out at happy hour, which a lot of my friends said that wasn't the correct way to go. But, I just had a good feeling about him. And, the funny thing is he's got a great sense of humor. He's athletic. We played pickleball. And it was I'd never played before. So it was really fun to have him kind of teaching me the ropes. And
you played on your date?
I was yeah.
Was that for happy hour?
Well, basically, we played pickleball and then went to happy hours. So it felt yeah. But, the thing is after a while, I was concerned that was all that there was with us, just kind of going to a bar and hanging out. Because, we did some shots and we danced. He showed me how to play darts. We shared a bowl of peanuts. And eventually we did go back to his place where things got a little, heated. And I haven't been with anyone in a really long time, so I'm worried I also may have just misread the signals.
Okay.
I guess I'm just worried that, going back to his place after kind of a first date maybe gave him an idea that that's really all I was looking for. And I kind of thought I was putting it out there that I was looking for a little bit more. So, yeah, maybe going to his place afterwards was not the best example for me to, try to make it work with a guy like this. And maybe that's why he's ghosting me, is if I'm coming on too strong and he's under the impression that all I wanted was a quick hookup. I don't know. It's just, I just feel so uncomfortable. I really want to go back and spend some time with him. I felt like we had a really good time, but now I feel awkward just trying to check in with him.
At what point in all of that did it come out that you thought your boss was hot?
Oh my God, this is embarrassing. Basically, I was connected to my boss in such a way. I live with him, okay? I'm a nanny, so I actually live with my boss. They actually kind of hooked us up and, told us that we should meet up. And, my boss even told Justin that I was a really cool person to spend time with and that I was a lot of fun. Yeah, I think he even told, Justin that I was really cute. So again, I'm worried that was another red flag for Justin. So I do think maybe the fact that I may have accidentally just said I thought he was cute, after we were talking about how we were hooked up by him, that was, definitely something that made him uncomfortable. And you know what? The thing is as soon as I said that out loud, I realized it was totally the wrong thing to say. And I tried to kind of backtrack a little bit, but I think that made him even more uncomfortable.
Okay. We'll see if we can figure it out for you. Okay. We'll play a song, come back, and then call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting you and maybe get you another date. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Get your first date follow up next. Right in the middle of today's first date follow up. If you're just joining us, Ava is on the phone and she's getting ghosted by Justin. So we're about to call him and see if he'll tell us why he's ghosting her and maybe get her another date. But before we do that, Ava, why don't you catch everybody up on your situation?
So basically, I'm a nanny, which means I live with my employer. And my employer actually kind of set me up with this guy, Justin, who's really fun and kind of amazing. And I thought our first date went really well. We played some sports. We went to a bar. He actually showed me how to play darts, really intimate. And I may have accidentally, while we were talking about my boss who set us up, I may have actually said that I thought my boss was really hot. And Yeah, then after that, he stopped reaching out to me, and I actually made the effort to reach out to him, and all he said to me was, have a good day, and I never heard anything after that.
Okay. Are you ready for us to call him?
Yes, please.
Here we go.
Hello?
Hi, may I speak to Justin, please?
This is Justin. Who's this?
Hi, Justin. How are you? My name is Jubal, and I host a radio show. It's called The Jubal Show.
Hi, Justin. The show's here too. My name's Nina.
Hi, and I'm Victoria.
How are you?
I'm good. Good. What do you guys need?
We got an email about you from somebody, and so we need to call you.
Okay.
We do a segment on our show. It's called the First Date Follow-Up. What that is if you go out on a date with somebody, and then you end up ghosting them, that person can have us email you and ask why you're ghosting them.
Okay. All right. That sounds interesting. Do I know this person, I'm assuming?
Yeah, you went out on a date with them, and now you're not talking to them. Do you have any idea who that would be?
Oh, my goodness. Ava, maybe?
Yes, it is Ava.
Good guess.
Ava emailed us, told us about your date, and is wondering why you're not calling her back.
Oh, no. I mean, she was awesome. We had an incredible time, but, just a couple of red flags are starting to pop up. Like, we went out on a date. I took her to play some pickleball, and then we went to a bar afterwards. And when we got to the bar, I mean, I don't know if she maybe doesn't go out a whole lot or, she, was just blowing off some steam. But, I mean, she was, like, really crazy. I mean, I'm talking, like, shot after shot and dancing with almost everybody in the bar and grinding, like even like kind of grinding when the bartender was kind of like walking by, bringing like some glasses by, like almost kind of like grinding against him and just super flirtatious. Don't get me wrong. She was cool with me the whole time too. It wasn't like she was just blowing me off, but it was, seemed like she hadn't been out in like years or something. It was just a weird vibe. And it was just like, super, I don't know her that well. And, so it was kind of shocking, because, as the day progressed, and especially as the drinks kept flowing, she kept getting a little more crazier and crazier. And we had a blast. I mean, when we went back to my place afterwards and, everything was great. And it was just, I was like, man, this is like this on our first time out. What's it going to be like? We were going out for a few months. So I just got, like I said, red flags were just popping up a little bit. And so it just kind of got me a little concerned.
So she was that wasted, huh?
I mean, she wasn't like falling over like drunk, but I mean, she was definitely pretty boisterous. And like I said, super flirtatious. And, that may be her personality. And again, she was super cool with it. It wasn't like she was ignoring me or something, but she definitely wasn't ignoring anybody in the whole place that night.
Well, thank you for telling us, man. I appreciate it. Also, I'll let you know that Ava is actually on the phone and has been listening and wants to talk to you.
Oh my gosh.
Hi, Justin. Ava here.
Hey, Ava, what's up? How are you?
Well, honestly, I'm really embarrassed by this whole situation, and I'm actually extremely sorry. I guess I just didn't realize I was coming across that way.
I mean, I love having a good time and I love getting crazy and blowing off steam because we all need to do that. But it was, you were like, grinding up against the bartender. You were like, I felt like you were flirting with everybody in the place that night. And, it was kind of shocking to see from my point of view,
I was grinding on the bartender. Like, I don't even remember that, honestly.
You remember the dance floor? It was back by where they get the new glasses.
I don't remember the dance floor.
Oh my goodness. That night you sure remember the dance floor. Let's put it that way, as did about everybody else in the place that was dancing with you that night, because you pretty much danced with anybody that was down to dance with you that night. You were ready.
That sounds fun.
I don't remember any of that. And honestly, I guess I don't even really remember how much I drank that night.
Is this like a normal, like when you go out, I mean, do you get that hammered like every single time you go out?
Justin, honestly, I haven't really been out like that in so long, and I must have just not even realized I was really pent up and just kind of went crazy. And oh my God, I can't believe you actually remember me grinding up on just the bartender and doing shots like on and off. I'm really normally not like that, Justin. I may have just been like really nervous again. Like it's just been so long since I've been out and I've, even dated that I definitely was nervous that night. I guess maybe I just tried to compensate, by, having a little to drink and maybe letting loose and, reflecting back on that was probably not the best course of action for me.
Well, I mean, don't get me wrong. I had a great time too, and my whole thing was, I was just worried, like, what happens the next time we go out, or if we go to another club or we go to a friend's party? I mean, is it like every time when there's alcohol around, is this going to be like a big issue? And I just, that's the kind of thing I worry about, moving forward if we end up, continuing this relationship.
All right. I actually really understand exactly where you're coming from, but I just, in full honesty, that's not behavior that I do all the time. I'm a better person than that. I hold myself to a higher standard. So it's just like, I really guess just thinking back on that night, I don't even recognize myself. And more importantly, I don't recognize or remember half the things I did.
Well, Justin, would you like to go on another date with Ava then? We'll pay for it.
Yeah, I mean, I had such a great time, and I really do like you a lot. And again, I was just trying to look, a few months down the line, if we start, especially when I start bringing you around family and friends and possibly even family. And, if you said this is kind of a one-off type incident, I mean, I'll take your word for it. And I think I'd be down to go out again if you're into it.
I would really love to, have a second date. And more importantly, I cannot wait to party and grind up against your mom.
Oh, my goodness.
Jubal's first date follow-up.